Good morning, good morning. It's almost noon. Hello, how are you guys? Who is on? Let's see who is on. Hey guys, I'd love for you just to put your name in the chat as you guys are getting on this morning for Elevate Your Energy Challenge. So we have welcomed in our Facebook group and many of you are jumping on the Zoom link. So let's just get the party started. Are we seeing some chats? Are we seeing some people jump in? Hi guys. Oh, it's so neat to see all your beautiful faces. Hello, hello. Hi guys, Sue, you've got a beautiful view behind you. Somebody, I'm looking at the floor of your kitchen, I think. Jump on, as you guys are jumping on, it's so cool because so many of you, I'm getting to see your screenshots and a lot of you are jumping on right now. How are you? Where are you coming from? And what I'm gonna ask you guys to do as you're getting on, if you can stay muted through our time together, and that'll really help us so we don't interrupt one another. Hello, good to have you here. So good to see so many faces we know and so many new friends. It's exciting. My screen's just popping. So it's a few minutes before noon. We wanted to jump on here early and just begin to welcome you guys to Elevate Your Energy. So I know we have hundreds and hundreds of people that have already signed up on the Facebook group. So for all of you, as you're jumping on the Facebook group, hello, welcome. I love all the faces as you guys are getting close to your little laptops or your devices. I see beautiful faces. Hello, good morning, beautiful. Good to see you. I guess it's almost afternoon, so we'll move to the afternoon shift here. Hello, hello, as you're jumping on. Hey guys, as I've mentioned, please stay muted for our time together. We have 30 minutes and we want to make the most of every minute of our coaching time together. So stay muted. And then in that chat, I want to hear from you. As I mentioned, we've had over 1,000 people register for Elevate Your Energy, which tells me that we're in a time that people need resources to elevate their energy. So there's a lot of you that are going to be jumping on over the next few moments. So we want to respect one another. Please stay muted. And I'm going to give you some instructions. Today is laying the foundation for the 21 days. Today, I'm going to share with you why I started this challenge. We're going to walk through some of the things that we need to do to make sure that you are logged on, that you have the workbook, make sure that you're with us every day at noon. So we'll use this time a little bit to go over some strategies and procedures. As you guys are jumping on, it's about 1 minute to 12. So a lot of people are jumping on right now. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm new to this. I'm comfortable with Facebook and I'm comfortable, hello Cheryl, my friend. I'm comfortable with Facebook and I'm comfortable with Zoom, but we have wed these two together. We've been working with a wonderful company that's teaching us how to develop this challenge. So I'm going to ask you to extend some grace to me because this is my first time. I also want to ask you to thank Rachel. Rachel is my queen behind the scene. All right, she's the one who is making sure everything is happening correctly behind the scenes. So make sure that you are saying hello to Rachel. Can you just shoot her up a thumbs up, an emoji? Can you say hello, Rachel? Thank you, Rachel. And that's R-A-C-H-E-L-L-E. We love Rachel. She's been amazing. So if you have questions and throughout the whole 21 days, if you're having problems or questions, you can email Rachel, and we just want to make sure that all of your questions are answered. Again, this is new technology for a lot of us, guys. We're trying to get on Facebook. We're trying to get on Zoom. Welcome to the world of 2020. We have to learn how to do this because it's the new way of communicating. So this is your first challenge, right? Is just to be able to get on and download the resources. So as we're talking, I want to make the most. I have a lot to share with you in our 30 minutes together, but I do want to let you know many of you have asked about the resources. So as you're getting on, I'll reiterate over and over for those who are just jumping on, please stay muted so that we can actually hear what I have to say and what our guests have to say over the 21 days together. Now listen to me. Everything in me and my life coach is going to come out. I want you to stay focused. I want you to stay determined. This 21 days is for you. It is a gift to you. It's something you are doing to steward yourself for 30 minutes every day for 21 days at 12 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. That might be 2 o'clock for you or 3 o'clock for you or 1 o'clock for you. But at this time, every day for 21 days, I want you to say, I will give myself 30 minutes for 21 consecutive days to learn to elevate my energy. You guys, I have brought together some of the greatest thought leaders, actors, musicians, actors, people we know, people of faith, that are going to not only tell you their story, but they're going to give you resources and tools and techniques on how they've been able to elevate their energy. And we know in our times today, many of us are struggling, maybe with discouragement, depression. This just hit us. COVID-19 has hit us hard. So for a lot of us, we just need to elevate our energy. And guys, this is a free challenge. So I want to make sure that I'm completely honest with everybody, because there have kind of been some things on Facebook or Instagram or just on the emails. It's a free challenge. I'm giving you my time. I've been an executive life coach for 25 years, and I'm going to work with you. And I brought in great people. It is free every day for you at noon. But if you choose to download the PDF, if you want the journal, and I'm going to coach on that today in just a few moments, the coaching from the journal and the library of all 21 days of all of our speakers for you to watch at any time. You don't have to be on at noon. You can watch it anytime. You have access to that. That is $19.99. And that's because we had to purchase platforms for that. It wasn't free for us. I'm giving you my coaching. So if you can be on here at noon every day, it's free. But I will say to you that I have learned in coaching that if it doesn't cost me anything, usually I don't value it. Now, if you're like me, there's so many challenges out there, and I'm always clicking on them. And I give them about maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes if I like it, to see if it's worth my investment. So I'm going to give you that today. I'm going to say, if I can't convince you in 5 minutes that it is worth the $19.99, which is actually 95 cents a day. It's only 95 cents a day for you to download the journal and have access to the library. That's your choice. And if you would like that, Rachel's going to put right there in the chat how you get to that. Now, again, as I mentioned, for all of you that are jumping on, technology's new for all of us. And we're trying to combine Facebook and Zoom together. So you received a link. You have to set up your own platform on Teachable, which is actually the platform that you download the journal and you'll go to every day to get these resources. You don't want to miss this coaching. Kim Walker-Smith, Madeline Carroll, Jedediah Thurner, Caitlin Crosby, great people. You have access to watch it anytime, day, night, forever. So that is what the benefit of the $19.99 is, along with the journal, which we're going to coach you on today. So hopefully that makes sense to you. I always want full disclosure. I am giving you my coaching for free. If you want the added value for $19.99, I highly recommend it. And then some of you have even added that extra button if you want to go into the Q&A time with our guest. So we go for 30 minutes hardcore. We're going to be coaching you hardcore for 30 minutes. Then we all get off the link. And if you want that VIP pass for the Q&A time with our guest, that is an additional cost. And that's just a VIP room with you and I and the guest. So if you want that, that's your time to ask some questions to some of these great thought leaders. Again, that's a platform we had to purchase. So if you want to be a part of that, that link's available to you. So you can just go free 100%. You can go $19.99 for the library and the downloadable workbook, or you can go, I don't even know what it was, $47 for the Q&A private backroom pass with our guest. Alrighty, are you guys ready to elevate your energy? Are you guys ready to learn techniques and resources and ways to be elevated? Now, the truth is we are living in difficult times. We are living in times because we are in a global pandemic, and we've been in it now for 5 months. So it is an atmospheric fear. It is something that's hitting us, most of us, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. And a little bit about me, if you've not joined any of my coaching before, I've been an executive life coach for 25 years. I have a company called Total Life Coach. And when I started coaching 25 years ago, and I named my company Total Life Coach, it's because I believe we are a holistic being. We are body, soul, and spirit. God made us in His image. He is Father, Son, and Spirit. And when he created humanity, he created us in his likeness. We are created body, soul, and spirit. And if you don't discern and steward all three dimensions of your being, you're going to find yourself discouraged, distracted, and no energy. We are going to, over 21 days, talk about how do I elevate my energy physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So each day we'll have a different topic with a different guest. I'll be coaching you through some of these, but most of these I've invited guests. So some will be from a physical component, and we'll talk about how to elevate our energy physically. Some of them will actually be spiritually. We'll talk about how do I elevate my energy spiritually. Several will actually be mentally. I have on a brain scientist coming in. I have doctors coming in. I have people that are thought leaders that help us know how to think differently. So I have a great, great variety of people coming in to speak to you, but I want you to understand right now, listen, listen, listen. You have to understand you have to steward you, body, soul, and spirit. And if one component is off, you are off. So if I'm physically not feeling well, chances are I emotionally am not feeling well, and I might just be spiritually not feeling well. I have to stay balanced in all three areas of my life. And that's why today's lesson is on wise behavior and good choices. Wise behavior and good choices. Now, I'm going to ask you to take notes. If you did download the journal, in the back of your journal, and I'm just going to give a little pitch right here for the journal. I actually printed mine out. So I actually am doing mine old school. I'm writing in mine, I'm journaling in mine, I'm keeping account of what I eat, and I'm going to walk through that with you, what I drink, how I exercise, my supplements. But if you did download this, guys, it's a wonderful interactive PDF. So if you have your iPad, if you have your phone, you literally can just go in and type all of your answers through this PDF file. That's why I believe the accountability of this journal is imperative for these 21 days. This is a 21-day journal. You literally will write this out and hold yourself accountable for 21 days. Guys, I can't do this for you, but I can do this with you. And you have to mentally right now say to yourself, I'm doing this for me. You tell your family, you tell your friends, you tell your colleagues, you say, this is for me. I want you to know I am surrounded by things I have done to prepare myself for this 21-day journal, for this journey, for this challenge. I'm on it just like you. So I went actually on Amazon and I bought me a new water jug. I went out, I said, I am worth getting a $9.99 water jug. And so this is 73 ounces. That's lemon water. And it tells me what hour to drink my water. If I don't hold myself accountable, I can't expect anybody to. This is my work, my life, my results, my challenge. You've got to hold yourself accountable to the challenge. So I want you guys to know, invest in yourself. If you invest in it, you'll stay with it. So you can download this journal or you can use it from the PDF on your iPad or your phone. So let's take a moment and talk about why today's session is called Wise Behavior. If you know anything about me, you know I love to walk. I'm a fitness instructor, Pilates instructor. I love fitness. And I do what I call prayer walking. I get up in the morning and I take off. I walk 4 and 5 miles every day. I pray. I look at heaven. I love nature. I do my God thing and I talk and walk. And one thing for me, and so I'm a faith-based life coach because I believe in holistic being. And so I walk and I talk. And one day I was praying and I just use these 3 words all the time. Here's my prayer. I'm going to ask you to write it down. And actually at the end of your journal, there's a place for notes. Guys, do this for you. I'm emotional right now because so many of you for the first time are giving yourself permission to love you, to value you, to steward you. Pick up a pen, pick up a paper, write, do the work. During this time of this pandemic, so many people are becoming lazy. They're laying on the couch watching Netflix. They've gained 20 pounds. They're discouraged. They're letting all of this just kill them and rob them and steal their joy. Today is the day for you to start 21 days loving you, honoring you, and being a steward of you. So there's a place for notes in the back. And we are a holistic being. So I was out on my walk and God just said to me, every day ask for these things: insight, wisdom, and revelation. If you don't know how to pray, just start there. God, give me insight, wisdom, and revelation. Insight to see what I need to see. Wisdom to know how to respond to people. And revelation to know what's to come. And I believe if you pray those things, God will speak to you. So I was on this word, wisdom, wisdom, wisdom. And I thought of wise, wise. And I love putting things together. So I thought wise, water, intake, supplements, and exercise. So that's what this wise behavior journal is. You lay out. Now listen, if you've not downloaded, I'm telling you what, you need to. And let me say to you right now, our time's going quick, so stay with me. I'm going to talk fast. If you cannot afford 95 cents a day, if you cannot afford the $19.99, I will gift you this. I'm going to ask you to buy it for you because I believe when you invest in you, you value you. But if you literally say, Tammy, I cannot afford $19.99, I will gift you the journal. All you have to do is message me and I will send you the link to the journal because I want you to do this journal. I don't have access to give you the behind the scenes time with all of the 21 days because we had to pay for that platform. So if you want that, that is the $19.99. But guys, I'm asking you, love yourself enough, value yourself enough to do this journal. So I'm going to go really quickly because I want to get to our coaching time and we will go back to this over the next 21 days. But listen to me in 2 minutes. Listen, there's a place for you to give yourself points. It's based on a point system. So did you drink your water? And it gives you points for your water. What was your intake? Did you have breakfast, snack, lunch, dinner? I talk about supersizing versus sample size. There are things that you need to just sample size. When you are sitting down with pizza, one slice might be enough. That's when you sample size, not supersize. But fruits and vegetables, maybe those you supersize. So I walk through that in a journal and you write down exactly what you're eating because do you know that a journal is a reflection of your heart? Do you know it is a very mirror of your soul? So you chronicle your water, your intake, what you're eating. You're going to put down your supplements, which I believe in supplements. One of my favorites is actually liquid vitamin C. I love liquid supplements. Go to a Whole Foods, go to a Mother's, go somewhere and sit down with someone and let them teach you. I believe in supplements. We'll talk about this more in the days to come together on the physical dimensions, but you need that. Steward yourself, do your research, and then exercise. Make sure you're getting enough exercise. I have a whole routine that within 15 minutes, I don't leave my bathroom until I've done my exercises in my bathroom. I do my push-ups from my counter. I do my squats over the commode. I have a whole workout regime. I can work out from my bathroom. Don't tell me you don't have time to exercise. And then I love to walk. So this is stewarding yourself. No excuses here, guys. Excuses get you nowhere. Action gets you everywhere. Are you with me? Can I get some chats? Is anybody excited about this 21-day challenge? I want to see yeses. I want to see emojis. I want to see thumbs up. I want to see I am in. Write it down right now. I am in. I will do it. I am worth the challenge. Come on. If you say it, if you decree it, if you believe it, you will see it. So I want to literally take you through this. So that's what this is, day by day. Now listen, guys, I'm telling you what, I've had some of you email me offline and say, hey, I've tried challenges and they don't work for me. It has to start here. I have determined for me, I am staying committed to this challenge for 21 days and not just because I have to be on a Zoom call with you. I'm doing it for me. I need to start fresh with my water, watching what I eat, not letting my mind go astray, making sure that I read my Bible or go on my prayer walk. So I'm doing this for me, right? So I want to talk to you a little bit about some coaching. Guys, journaling is so important. And I don't know, it's a discipline most people have lost the art. I still believe in old school journaling, but you'll notice right here in your wise behavior that after you work through the definition of water intake, supplement, and exercise, I have a place for you to journal. So right here, you'll see, I'm asking you to journal physically, emotionally, and spiritually how you're feeling. Now listen to me. If you wake up and you're saying, I am fearful, someone I know got COVID. I'm afraid I have it. I'm angry. I just got in a fight with my spouse over nothing because we're both staying at home working and we can't stand right now feeling cloistered like this. I don't like the mask. I mentally am not doing well. Spiritually, I'm angry with God and I wonder why this is happening. If you begin to write those things down, you're going to begin to see how even emotionally, physically, and spiritually, your journaling will affect the way you eat and the way you sleep. But if you do a shift, and if you begin to say to yourself, this is a time that I am going to be my best. For me personally, and this is my story, COVID in a lot of ways has been good for me. It's elevated me to a new level. It's made me realize there's things that I can do. I've been coaching clients who have started new businesses because of COVID. I'm coaching people who are looking at life different. They are working at home differently. They're valuing their family. They're going on walks. They're cooking at home. Do you realize if you start to journal down things, because listen, when you journal, it is a window into your soul. It is a window into your soul. And if you begin to write down what you're feeling and thinking emotionally, physically, and spiritually, then you know how to make a shift. You know how to say, I don't like the way I'm feeling. I don't like the way I'm talking. I don't like the reaction to my husband, my children, my friends. I don't like thinking this way. When you journal that, you'll know how to make the shift. So I encourage you right now, get this journal, hold yourself accountable. Remember, it's just day one, and I believe that you're going to make changes in your life. Now listen, I've done this long enough that I know we have over 1,000 people that have registered for this. And chances are some of you are going to drop off after today. And that's your choice. And you're going to say, I tried it, it didn't work for me. Yeah, you tried it one day. Give me a break. Come on, don't ask for a coach and not get one. If you don't try, you will never change. You have to stick with this. That's why it's called a challenge. A challenge isn't, I love this challenge that's out there right now, all the black and white photos, and all you have to do is accept it and put a black and white photo on. What truth is, my friends, that's not a challenge. That's posting a black and white picture of yourself on Instagram. A challenge is work. A challenge is going deep. A challenge is making change. And stay with me, because 21 days, you will see a change. A habit is formed after 21 days. So stay with us for you. I believe it's an investment in yourself, of your time, of your vulnerability, of your honesty. Some of you don't want to journal because the window of your soul is going to be open, and you're going to see things that you've never seen before. You're going to say things in your spirit that you haven't said before. So I'm going to ask you to go deep and to stay with me on this challenge. And you know, journaling, I don't know, one of my favorite movies, I don't know if any of you guys have seen it. It's called Freedom Riders. And it's a story here in California, in Long Beach, of these students that had never learned to journal their feelings. And they, for the first time, began to write some of their anger and their feelings. And I think with everything we're going through right now, through this pandemic, with anger and resentment and punishment and hurt, there's a lot of pent-up anger. So pick up a pen or pick up this device and start journaling how you're feeling, because statistically, it tells us that when you begin to write, you actually reduce stress. Okay, stay with me. Now we're going to get into some coaching. I want to give you some tips. So if you'll either get a pen and paper and write some of these down, or if you have your journal, we have a place for notes in the back. I want to give you some tips for today. So number one, write it down. Use your words. Use your words. You know what we say to children as they're beginning to learn to speak? We have a little 2-year-old, and I'll say to Gracie Bell, use your words. Use your words, because words have power. Words are communication. And I want you to begin to watch the words that you're using in your life. The Bible tells us that our words are life or death. And you are speaking over yourself as a self-fulfilling prophecy, your destiny. And your destiny is life, or your destiny is death. So you begin to use your words, decree, declare. One of my favorite mantras, and I have it in my room and I say it every day, I am on my way to becoming the woman God sees me to be. I know my journey is going forward because of my declaration, because of my verbiage, my words. I'm where I'm looking, the path I'm going. I'm not there yet, guys. I'm not there yet, but I am on my way. It's my journey. I say it. So your words are so powerful. Do you know that you can mentally convince yourself that you have energy? I'm like you. Let me just take a moment, and I could talk with you for hours. But every once in a while, when I hear of a friend that's come down with COVID and they tested positive, my mind is, was I around them? Oh my gosh, do I have it? I feel tired. My chest is tight. I know you've been there too, because our mind is going to run circles around us. And if I don't take every thought captive by renewing my mind, before long, I'm caught up in bed over a self-diagnosis that may not even be true. Speak life, speak words. Even this morning I got up, I decreed energy over me. I decreed destiny over me. I prayed for you that are watching. I believe that there can be a revolution of elevating our energy simply by speaking it so. Number one, use your words. Number two, make sure you sleep, but don't get too much sleep. Look, if you're taking too many naps, if you're laying around and you're going, I just don't feel good, I have no energy, get up. I'm telling you right now, energy is brought on by exercise. Quit feeling sorry for yourself. Take a lap, take a walk, pick up a exercise, pick up something and begin to work out. And you don't just lay around, you need sleep, that's true. And I have sleep patterns. I'm in bed at a certain time and I get up. My body's just like clockwork because I have a pattern of sleep, of healthy sleep in my life. Don't get too much sleep, but get the right amount of sleep. And next, get some exercise every day. If you're going to take this challenge, you're going to have wise behavior. Can you say it with me? Say it out loud to create wise behavior and good choices. They're your choices. No one can make these for you. You lead the way. Don't, oh, my husband doesn't want to. My wife never wants to. My kids don't like to. You lead the way. You make the wise choices. You make the wise decisions. It's good behavior. Be a leader. Today's the first day. Start fresh. Next, it's truly, truly important that you not only get energy, but that you eat for energy. Now, guys, right now, and I'm watching it. I'm like you. I'm on Facebook. I'm on everything else. And we are eating, a lot of us eating foods we've never eaten before. Part of this challenge is to teach you to eat right. When you're at the grocery store, don't go for the chips. Right? Go for the fruits, go for the vegetables. And there's so many fun options out there today. So eat for energy, don't eat for comfort. You're going to end up eating for comfort, finding yourself 5 pounds heavier and angry with yourself. I know it, been there, done it. So definitely you've got to make sure that you're eating for energy. And remember, in the book, I talked to you about the difference between supersize and sample size. You can read your book on that. So here's what I want to talk to you about in our next few moments together. We've all heard TBD. Right? You ask somebody when they can make it to an appointment and they'll say TBD, to be determined. I'll let you know later. Well, I want you to think about TBD differently, not to be determined, but think, be, do. Will you write that down? TBD. Write it down. Type it in the chat. TBD. Think, be, do. Think, be, do. Listen, your mindset will determine your behavior, which will direct your action. Your mindset will determine your behavior. So when I'm thinking certain thoughts, when I am positive and I'm excited, and I was so excited, my mindset determined my behavior. So I was fired up today. I had energy. I was excited. I'm learning new technology. I'm trying to get you down the downloadable journals. I'm all fired up because my behavior was one of anticipation and excitement. Therefore, my direction, my action took me forward. So are you with me? Your mindset will determine your behavior, which will direct my action. So here's how I'm going to go. I'm going to move this way, not that way. I'm going to walk, not sit on the couch. I'm going to give a word of affirmation, not discouragement. Listen, I watched some of the things you guys were saying on this feed, and some of you were just ripping one another. You were saying negative things. Hey, if you're around me, I'm a life coach, and I don't like stinking thinking. I learned that from Zig Ziglar, and that's one of the greatest things he taught me. Tammy, don't have any stinking thinking in your life. That's my choice. So when a negative thought comes of anger, discouragement, a fight with a friend or a spouse, my mind has to take every thought captive. So whatever my mindset will determine my behavior, my actions. If I'm going to lash out at you, respond to you, will you hurt me? I'm going to hurt you back. You said something to me, I want to hurt you worse. That's going to be what the mindset is. So it's got to start here. Are you with me? Can I get some thumbs up, some emojis, some hallelujahs? Hey guys, you got to realize that it's up to you to walk in action. You know, I tell people all the time, if you give me your phone, I will tell you what kind of person you are. Do you know that I can read you literally by the people that you follow on podcast, by the people you follow on Instagram? Do you know that I can read you simply by the people that you follow? So if you picked up my phone, you'd find things on podcasts like Brene Brown, John Maxwell, Michael Hyatt, Harry Cloud, John Townsend. Those are people I listen to. Those are in my iBooks. They are in my podcast. I listen to that. I'm a proactive person. I love listening to sermons. I love Elevation Church. I love worship music. You can see the people I follow on Instagram, the people I follow. So do you know that that little device is a reflection? It's a mirror of who you are. Can I ask you to take inventory? Take inventory of who you are following. Okay, our time is up. How can this be? We have 3 minutes left. I have so much more to share with you. Hey guys, I just want to remember, today was setting the stage. Tomorrow, we're so excited. We're going to have Madeline Carroll. Many of you know the actress. She's been in, gosh, hundreds of films. You're going to get to hear her story. Please invite people to be a part of this. It's not too late, and it's not too late for you to get the journal. So listen to me. Please type it in the chat today. Wise behavior and good choices. How many of you right now will make a commitment to me and say, I'm in, I will, I do, right now? This challenge is for me. How many of you will be willing to download this journal and get the access to all 21 days of unlimited resources of all of our teachers, our speakers, all the techniques? I said things today that you needed to hear and you didn't write down. I know it. So if you do get the $19.99, and again, that's up to you, you'll be able to go back and watch this anytime you want and share this. So I encourage you, 95 cents a day, love yourself enough to do that. I'm so excited about the things. How many of you guys like our shirts? Oh, NRG, right? Energy. Hey, you'll be seeing these on our social media feeds. We want to encourage you guys. If you want the shirts, it has a 21-day challenge on it right here. We actually have really cool gym bags too. Energy. So check that on. You can check that on my Instagram feed and my website. Just fun. For me, I'm fired up. Get yourself a water bottle. Get yourself a shirt. Focus. Get yourself the journal. Okay, we're going to end with a couple things here. Every day, I'm going to end with a quote. And I want you to think about this quote. It's a good quote. I love quotes. Matter of fact, as you go through this, you'll find I have quotes, I have scriptures, I have just inspirational things. So today's quote is so, so good. Listen to me. You must take personal responsibility. Listen, listen. All of you who have ADD and you lose them, come on, come back. You must take personal responsibility. You cannot change the circumstances, the seasons, or the wind, but you can change yourself. That is something you have charge of. Jim Rohn. I love following him. And I read that I can't change the pandemic. I can't change the environment. I can't change what's happening right now, but I can change me. I can change the way I think about it. I can change about the process. So guys, I am so excited. If you have not registered for the Q&A time, I know we have several of you that have, and you paid for that. So every day at 12:30, every day for 21 days at 12:30, we're going to get off of this Zoom link. We're going to, in 2 minutes, we're going to say goodbye. And then those of you who have paid for the Q&A time will jump on that new Zoom link, and you will have a backstage pass for all of our leaders. Today will be with me, and you'll be able to ask me some questions. So we'll have a few moments together in our Q&A time. So make sure you check out this. Now listen, here's what I want to do right now. I want to just ask you, we have 1 minute. Stay with me. Will you make a commitment to you? Will you love and value and respect you? You were made in the image of God. You have the lungs with God's breath in them. You have a destiny. You have a pathway. And out of the next 21 days, I believe God's going to bring you wisdom, insight, and revelation. I believe ideas and businesses. I believe you're going to meet new people. We have over 1,000 people registered. And whether they're here, and listen to me, if you have not yet gotten onto the Facebook group, that might be the easiest way. Every day, every morning, we'll send you the link. You'll need to go on your Teachable platform that you signed up. So when you got the link, you registered with your login and your password. Every day, you'll go right back into that, and that's where you'll have access to all these videos if you paid the $19.99. Or you are accepted once you join the Facebook group, and you'll just go straight at 12 o'clock, boom, that Elevate Your Energy Facebook will come alive. If that's easier for you, either way, but it's through Teachable on Zoom and through Facebook Live on the Elevate Your Energy. So guys, listen, our time is up for today. We wanted to just start with motivation and with excitement, and with you reminding yourself you are worth taking 21 days for 30 minutes at noon to love, value, and respect yourself. I can't wait to see the results. Thank you guys so much for joining me. We'll be right back here tomorrow with Madeline Carroll, 12 o'clock. Please pass this on to your friends. They need it too. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow, 12 o'clock, Madeline Carroll. Register if you've not for this downloadable journal. I love you guys. And for those of you on the Q&A, I'll see you in 1 minute. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. God bless.